look at that. Gotta wall this up. Serious food gathering. Yeah. There you go. That's a villager kill right there. Look at these gonzos putting in work. I've got a good feeling we can survive this. Yeah, what we've got going on is great. We're getting into the rice fields here. We really want in. What a great idea. Hey everyone, good to have you back. More Age of Empires here. Kind of an awkward start for my ally. Playing as the Mongols. That town center just would not go down. Honestly, I feel like placing that first town center is kind of tough for Mongols because you got sheep in the way, you got villagers in the way. It's just a hassle. But I'm glad to have you back for our 5th and final placement match. This one's proving to be a good one. I'm playing as the Abbasid, trying out some of the new Abbasid House of Wisdom features. You'll see a few things have been changed. We've got Fertile Crescent, reducing economic building costs. We've also got composite bows here. The rest is about the same, although Preservation of Knowledge also applies to age up costs. And I really like the look of that, so I'm actually going to be going up with the Culture Wing in the hopes that I can get a cheap Castle Age up. And then the Castle Age, I'll probably grab Fertile Crescent by going the Economic Wing and then putting down my second town center. At least that's my hope. Allies getting aggressive here. Looks like we've got the gold mining operation going on here, and he sent the double spearmen out. He's hoping to get some villager kills here. Ooh. It looks like the Delhi player is engaging. However, I don't like this idea from the Delhi opponent. It's good that he's got the scholar there to heal up the villagers, but yeah, better to just retreat them. That was way too many villagers battling it out. Oh, if he can get the scout kill, that's great. And if he can destroy the mining camp, that'll be bonus resources heading to my ally. As for where to go next, he could maybe get over here and start attacking this mosque, start burning that down. But it looks like instead, yeah, he's gonna... Oh, and hello, more villagers gathering gold down here. Yep, good stabbing there, but let's try and focus the injured villagers here. Yep, good movement speed there. Definitely want to speed up those villagers. And yeah, burn down that mining camp. Then you can toss the spearmen in here. I'm seeing all this and thinking about how I can contribute. Oh, that's the right move. You're supposed to put down archery range to try and stop these Mongol tower rushes, but... Oh, yeah, get that burning. Oh, really want to set that building on fire because look at that. It's researching still, and if he had destroyed it, he would have gotten bonus resources. I'm going to send in a horseman. I put down his stables as my first military building, and now, yeah, this is nice. I'm getting his villagers to pull away. Allies hopefully aging up. Yep, there's the deer stones. That's happening on the back of all this. He's going to lose his spearmen here because of these archers. I should really send my horsemen down here to help out, but I'm not noticing. And yeah, now he's losing all of these spearmen. That harassment's over. But I am getting good stabs here on the villagers. Might have gotten a kill there. We're trying to engage with the villagers, but there's just way too many. And look at this. Zhugnu are showing up from the Chinese opponent. They went the Song Dynasty. We'll stab down a few with our spearmen, but this is way too many ranged units here. I'm happy I've got the stables. Hopefully I'm getting down a second one. Yeah, there it is. Gotta set that mining camp on fire. Should really send these spearmen. Yeah, there we go. Love seeing that. Allies going with pastures. Could maybe have put those on the Uvu. Then they would have produced sheep a little faster. And now I'm seeing some aggression coming from the Delhi and Chinese opponents. Let's take a look at income. It looks like our opponents are doing better. E-Sorcerers got 400 and almost 400 wood income. Your mom.com's up at 700. And I'm maybe at like 1k resources, just barely. Not quite enough. Glad we have this outpost. If we can start mining some stone, we can put a emplacement on it. And this villager is going to get shot down if he's not careful. Ooh, yeah, he's gone. That's painful. But we do have enough horsemen to put a stop to all these archers. Would love to see these horsemen get on top of them. They kind of separated from the Zhugnu down here. And that is a lot of Zhugnu. But it looks like we can get on top of them. Yeah, this is really good. We can also spend some of our gold on iron undermesh. We did get the preservation of knowledge, and we're getting all those technologies. We've got faster mining, we've got faster chopping, we've even got wheelbarrow, and I'd love to see us get horticulture. We're floating a lot of gold here. Let's spend it on blacksmith upgrades or economic upgrades. Ally is struggling in the resource gathering department. We're really seeing sub 1k resources. I'm at 1k. Chinese opponent is almost at 1.5. But the Delhi player is suffering. I think it's due to all this harassment here. And oh, there's villagers over here. Would love to see my ally get on that. He can always strike later on, I suppose. I'm going to wall up this side of the map. I don't really like this short path that my Chinese opponent can take. Speaking of my Chinese opponent, let's get on top of these Zhuge Nu with all of these horsemen. Horsemen are very effective versus Zhuge Nu. They do bonus damage, and we have such high ranged armor, 3. Every time they take a shot, it's only dealing about 2 damage. So while it is a lot of burst fire, I'm glad we're getting on top of these units. Trying to not focus down the scout, but looks like we'll end up fighting it out here. This is good. In smaller numbers, the Zhuge Nu aren't quite as scary. And my ally is definitely looking to continue the harassment. Yeah, get into the wood line, get after these villagers on gold. Ooh, would love to see them get... Yeah. This is a lot of villagers having to run. Even if he doesn't get kills, this is good idle time. There we go. Love seeing that. That's just a lot of villagers not being able to work. You can see he's suffering, just down to 1k resources. Ooh, running into spearmen here. We actually saw these units heading north. They were coming this way past my allies' horsemen. We're going to back off. We've got to be thinking about the age up here. We've almost got enough for it. You can see with the preservation of knowledge, it's only 960 food and 480 gold. We're just trying to get up there in terms of food. We're doing it by taking these berries up here and these berries up here. Oh, and these deer. Getting good villager kills down here with these horsemen. Looks like he's trying to engage. Those villagers are fighting back. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to stab down a few more here. Yeah, that's looking good. But here comes spearmen. We need to back off. There we go. How's my ally doing? He's going for a second town center. Pretty unexpected. Guess he's going to try a slower pace here, but I don't think this is the right move. Look at all of these Zhuge Nu. They're getting all of their 1-1 upgrades. We're not seeing any stone being taken by the Chinese, although I should scout probably these stone over here. Maybe get an outpost down right here so we can secure this sacred site. But I really wish my ally would recognize that these are some aggressive opponents. I don't know if this second town center is the move. Would love to instead see a fast age up so that way we can deal with all of these Zhuge Nu with mangonels or knights. There's that other sacred site being taken by the Delhi opponent. We really want to put a stop to that. Hopefully we send some units that way. Probably these horsemen can do the job. Still gathering these deer. I like seeing that. I like these walls. Remember, my ally can't put down walls, so wouldn't be awful if we put them down for him. But we have visibility on this sacred site. We can see 26 Zhuge Nu. I really don't think this second town center was the move, but here comes the steppe redoubt. He's aging up. I'm aging up as well. But your mom.com is already in the castle age and is moving in now. Probably going to get the veteran Zhuge Nu upgrade and put a lot of pressure on me. We're going to crush this scholar and take back this sacred site, or at least neutralize it. And finally, we're seeing the Delhi opponent come forward to take down all these outposts. My ally really doesn't have any military units. It's just this stables and this barracks. Let's check how much stone he's got. Only 219. He can use that to double produce units, and we're going to need them because here come the battering rams. I'm scouting around looking for any kind of stone gathering or any kind of greediness from the Chinese player, but we're really not seeing it. Instead, we're just spotting A blacksmith. Oh, wow. Getting more of those upgrades. These are going to be some very strong Jugnu. And I need to recognize how many Jugnu are here. We need to get down a mangonel. But I just don't have the gold or the wood to make it. We are gathering gold up here a bit more aggressively, but instead we've gotten our second town center. And unfortunately, we didn't get the Fertile Crescent upgrade. I need to remember to get Fertile Crescent before we put down that second town center in the Castle Age. I like the idea that I had here, but I'm not executing it correctly. I need to get Fertile Crescent. That would have saved us a lot of resources. It would have saved us on wood. We could have used that wood to maybe make mangonels. Love the wall up here. This was the right choice. This ended up actually being a gap that we needed to close. But here come all those rams. I'm pinging my ally. Hey. I'm getting rammed down here. I need help. Let's check income. I've taken the lead in terms of food. It looks like my ally's at maybe 1.5. I'm at about 1.7. The Chinese opponent has finally slowed down, not quite getting the food that they need, but they're still at around 2k. Remember, they're producing villagers a lot faster than us. And I'm engaging with his units here, but these are all veteran Jugnu, and I don't have the upgrade for my horsemen yet. I probably should have delayed this attack. I didn't quite have the numbers, and I didn't have the upgraded horsemen either. So now we're having to retreat. And note, there's still some palace guards in the mix here. Looks like my ally's coming. He's bringing heavily armored units. That's probably a smart move. But again, I feel like we need siege units here. Archers are not a bad option. Spearmen are not really going to do anything. And wow, look at all this infantry coming our way. I need help. Where is my ally? He's still gathering his forces, it looks like. And yeah, it looks like I could start harassing these villagers here, but he's got spearmen ready. Yeah, we might be able to stab down one villager. Yeah, that's all that we can really do. Then the spearmen jump into action. And now the House of Wisdom is being attacked. I'm just gathering my units on the backside, but we are losing some of our military production here. And we just have no military. My economy is still relatively strong. And I'm glad to see my ally crushing these, although these units are idle, they need to get engaging. Gotta do something with these units. There we go. Looks like he's drawing them in, but there's so many spearmen here. These lancers are just rendered useless. He has to get on top of all these Jugnu. We need siege units. And I really should not have thrown away my army early on. Should have waited for my ally to arrive. Though we are taking out the rams while all of this is going on. This is very fortunate. Very nice. Villagers can get back to work. Allies should retreat, but look at that. More battering rams in queue. Yep. Still seeing more stone being gathered. Just trickling in, but yeah, he's rallying villagers there. These man-at-arms are doing work, but they don't have any upgrades. My ally needs to keep making villagers. It's a lot of pastures. He's got a good economy going. Look at that. He's up to 2k now. My economy's suffering. I'm at 1.5. But yeah, the Chinese player is out of food. He needs food. Probably going to move on to these deer hunts. Now that all the pressure is on us, they can kind of move out on the map. But yeah, it felt to me like my ally really greeted here when we saw the clear aggression coming from our opponents. This is just not enough production. Even I'm kind of lacking. Although I also take issue with my engagement early on. Really should have held my horsemen back. Because now I just have no forces to really engage. I like the knights, but we could be getting out horsemen. But it's just so hard to engage with these veteran Jugnu. They have so many upgrades, and this is looking like GG. And somehow I've sent my forces over here. I think they just had like a misrally, or they just got completely wrong orders. Just no chance here. It's a good game. I liked the early harassment from my ally. I think that was very effective. I just wish that that harassment had led into a more standard Mongol playstyle rather than a early expansion. I think aging up very quickly as the Mongols is the way to go. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. This was the 5th and final placement match, and I had a lot of losses in my placement matches, so we're actually ended up in Gold 2 as our final rank. So expect a lot of games where we are climbing the ranks and getting some free wins. We ended at Diamond 1 last season, so let's try and do it again. Catch you for the next game. See you then.